What If It's Cool is proudly brought to you by Respo Clothing. Feel like a champion by wearing the merch from all the stars, including Luke Resner, B Squared, Savannah Rowe, John Stop Action, Nova Nichols, The Cooters, and my personal favourite, Conflict Axiom. So feel like a champion by checking out Respo Clothing. They can be found on Facebook and on Instagram. In the mood for some wrestling? Make sure to check out the Melbourne Wrestling Show every Thursday at 10 PM on Channel 31. Alpha Pro Wrestling presents Inevitable, happening on Saturday, September 21st at the Pipeworks Market. Ticket link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. MXW presents Collision Course, happening at the Horsham Show on Sunday, September 29th. Make sure to check it out.
Hi. I need to address something before we get into this episode, and my apologies to my guests. But several times in this episode, I refer to Jordie Sparkles as Jordie Sparks. I don't know why I did that. I think I'm just a complete friggin' moron. And Jordie, I know we've known each other for a while, but you didn't even call me on it, man. But that's my bad, not yours. But also, I kept the tradition of calling Eleaine Hope by her friggin' shoot name. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm really good friends with her outside of wrestling. I don't know, but fuck! I feel like an idiot, like a real big idiot, and it does get acknowledged on this episode. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. It was really fun to make, and thank you.
This episode to be over because I'm talking about Taylor Swift on What If It's Cool. Hello, I'm clearly not a Swiftie, Daniel Paul Crow. With me, the last time he was on this episode, he openly proclaimed that he is a Swiftie and he's very proud of it. We have Craven.
Hello.
The last time he was on this episode, he was dreading because he knew that the tickets were going to be near to impossible to get, but he did finally get tickets to it. Jordie Sparks.
Hello.
And the last time she was on this episode, we basically spent the last 20 minutes of it talking about how she cried during a song. I don't know what the song is, but it was, I've actually listened to it. I don't know why I cried. I want to hear that story this time. Eleaine, how are you?
Hi.
I want to start with Craven because you've been a running punchline for the last year on this show. Because out of all the people that I could have on What If It's Cool to be a Swiftie, you were the curveball to everything. How did you discover Taylor, and how did this? I'm not going to call it a session, but how did this fandom start with you?
Dude, I grew up Taylor and I are the same age, so I grew up with Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Pretty much through the radio all the time. I don't know, just around high school and growing up, she was just always, she was always like a big pop artist, but not like huge. She wasn't like Beyonce or even Rihanna back then, but she was definitely building. And then, I don't know, just always liked her.
Fair enough. Jordie, how about yourself?
Well, I've got two older sisters. My middle one is like the biggest Taylor Swift fan you'll ever meet. And back at the time when we were living all together, me and my three sisters, obviously they're both married and have kids now. I grew up listening to my sister, listening to Taylor Swift because her room was next door to mine. And I would hear the songs like, "You Drag Me Head First, Fearless." And I was like, "Oh, I like this song. Who is it?" And she's like, "It's Taylor Swift." And then when I got my iPod Touch, I just download all of her songs, and since then I've just been a massive Swiftie and gone to all of her concerts since the day she started touring.
We just lost Eleaine, so she'll probably come on in a couple more minutes. I've got to ask this because I do know this. Were you guys a fan of her country stuff as well when she first started? Oh, there she is. Now she's back.
Yeah,
I'm
back. I don't know what's happening. I might need to connect. My internet's playing up again like normal. But
all right. All right, we'll get to how did you discover Taylor?
Like I grew up with her. Like when the debut album came out, I was in primary school, and then like going to all the blue light discos and everything. Taylor Swift would always play, and then as high school came out, as I'm going into high school, I'm listening to Red, 1989. Then Reputation came out, and then pretty much I've been listening to every goddamn album since it came out. Like literally Taylor Swift is probably the artist I grew up with.
Fair enough. Were you guys all a fan of the country stuff as well?
Yes, I grew up in a country town, so I've got.
Yeah, I know you did. Obviously, we've talked a lot, but I'm talking about the rest of the team here.
Yeah, I was. I definitely was. I just liked. But I've explained this to you like last time. My Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year makes me look bipolar. Like last year, Taylor Swift was at the top of the list. Then it was Motionless in White, and then it was Luke Combs. So I've got split personalities. So you know what I mean? I don't know. I can't fault any of it. There's not an album or a record that she hasn't brought out that I haven't liked. Like I've never disliked any of her, any of the music or records that she's brought out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just can't fault. Like she just doesn't miss when it comes to me. Like she just doesn't miss when she writes a record. If I was really nitpicking her, like probably my least favorite album would probably be Evermore. But that's the worst I can say.
Well, I'm going to be fair honest. The very first time I ever saw Taylor Swift in any medium, don't fight me in the comments, everybody. The Hannah Montana movie.
That's iconic. If you
That's pretty cool.
Oh god, I've got a couple of minutes. I still am. I am a Hannah Montana fan, and I just thought, yeah, she's got some good music. And then I think the next song I heard was Romeo and Juliet, and I thought, that's all right. And then
Love Story.
You mean Love Story?
Is this called Love Story? Oh, okay. See, I'm clearly not a fan.
Did you just call the song Romeo and Juliet? That's the most mainstream thing. That's the most mainstream.
No, it's the because you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said, "Stay away from Juliet." Yeah, that's how it goes.
I've been calling her Romeo and Juliet for the last 7 years, and no one fucking corrected me as well.
You've never said it to me at Alpha. So.
I've never said it to you. I don't think. Oh god, I feel like an idiot now. Oh jeez. But again, I'm not a Swiftie. And this whole episode is to basically try to get you guys to convince me to check her out and become a Swiftie. I think you guys are going to fail, but still, we'll continue.
If not, they continue it at Alpha.
You could just be like me. You could be a Swemo, like a Swiftie emo. That's me.
I'm into everything though, but it's just I don't know what it is about Taylor Swift that's still, I don't know. I think it's just because she just, when you see someone who's always in the media and you just get really sick of them. I think that's where I'm at with her at the moment.
I'm the opposite. I'm upset that the Eras Tour is ending at the end of the year, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my early mornings because I can't watch a live.
I'm in this.
Well,
I was literally crying today because I saw the mashup.
No, you go first.
I literally saw the mashup songs today, and I was crying because I was like, "No, those are the songs I want."
I was crying because she didn't announce Reputation. I thought she was going to announce Reputation today.
All right,
I'm convinced August 20th, it's happening.
So So because I'm clearly not in the loop with this one. Yeah, I thought the Eras Tour is just a concert, but you're saying it's every day there's something different. What's going on here?
She does different surprise songs every show.
Yeah.
When she does the acoustic set, where she'll play one song on the guitar and one song on the piano, every single show she'll do a surprise song, whether it's like from her early careers, her mid-career, or her newest songs. But yeah, on my night, she did Getaway Car on the guitar, and that's my favorite song on Reputation. And I remember I was just standing there with my friend, and I've got my fingers crossed, being, "Oh my god, please be one of my top 5 songs." And then as soon as she did, "No, nothing good starts in a getaway car," I literally lost my fucking mind. Seriously,
Is that the video that you sent us today in the group chat?
No.
That was the entry. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he sent you an entry to Reputation.
Yeah, but honestly, my heart was pounding out my chest when the countdown was on and was doing like the "Don't tell me what to do," da-na. And then as soon as it was like, "It's fearless, big reputation," my eyes were just bawling. Because I was just so excited to see her.
It's like the way you guys describe it, this whole feeling with this era tour, it feels like a religious experience, because like you had like I don't know what it was like in other states or other places in the world, but we had police outside MCG basically telling them to move on because you can't listen to it, and there were like lots of people are heartbroken for that one. I'm just like, let them listen to the music. Like, as much as I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift, I reckon that's not bad or anything.
It's literally called tailgating. Literally called tailgating. It happens everywhere. Like, you should have seen the concert she just did in where is she at the moment? Poland?
Poland. And
yeah.
There was more people.
Yeah, there was more people outside the stadium than they could fit inside the stadium. Look at the photos.
Oh. So hang on. So did you guys did some of this tailgating stuff as well? Because obviously you went one night, but did you go a second night to be outside?
I went back the night after. I went to night 2 of Sydney, and myself and Indy went and tailgated the second night.
I couldn't. I was moving house.
I went once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the second night. My sister went to the opening night with her husband, 2 of her friends. Then I went with my friend on night 2.
Are you just guys are you guys like setting up a picnic while you're out there, or is it like there's like a candle and you put your hands together and you're like singing along no,
dude, it's literally that like a picnic, just with street drinking, I guess. It's like it was awesome.
I had a mate that tailgate, actually. I got sent photos of everything and videos. I'm like, I want to be doing that now.
Nah, I mean, I'm kind of the opposite. When I was on Instagram, I remember the night that me and my friend went, there were people, like thousands of people outside that I saw an Instagram video doing like the seem like we're 22. And I'm just saying to my mate, that would be so miserable, because it's like, I had so many friends that tried to get tickets and missed out. And it's like, imagine being a diehard Swiftie like us and not being able to get tickets. And then there were people that got tickets who only know a few of her songs. Like, that's just how I kind of see it. Yeah, but if I didn't get those tickets, honestly, I would be so miserable this whole year.
You did say that on the episode. You did tell me like several. I still remember when you got tickets. You messaged me and you're like,
"Oh wait, no! I'm gonna add a little saying, Craven. Hate to throw you under the bus here, but on the day, you know what I'm gonna say, Craven. But
I do.
On the day, me and my friend tried for those tickets. We had like 8 devices open in front of us. Stress levels through the roof because like millions of people were trying out, and because she was only doing Melbourne City, like Perth, Adelaide, Queensland, all that we're going to try. As soon as we got those tickets, the very first thing I did was I shared on my Instagram story that I was going to Taylor of her singing Shake It Off. And literally, within 30 seconds of posting that story, I get an Instagram message. I open it, and it was Craven replying, "Did you get tickets?"
I was like, how?
I never got out of the queue, but I managed to get a ticket because a friend asked a friend of theirs to get me a ticket, and that's how I got my ticket, because otherwise I was in that queue forever. Like,
me and my friend were only in the waiting queue for 40 minutes.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I told you, we had 8 devices open in front of us, and I remember my mate was at work. I said to my work, "I'm sick, I can't come in." Yeah, I lied. I'm just like, I don't give a shit.
And now Jordie's
So
worker going to see this and go, what?
Yeah, so I called up my boss and basically did the Mean Girls. I can't come in. I'm sick. And then I went to my mate's work and we're like, let's get those tickets. We are on a mission. And then as soon as we got the tickets, we literally screamed our heads off.
I told my work, I was at work when I was trying to get tickets, but I told my work, don't bug me right now. I'm trying to get Taylor tickets. I had so many devices. I had my work phone, my iPad, my work laptop. I had other laptops. I had family. I had friends, interstate, home, everything trying to get me in. And I was like, friends like, oh, did you get a ticket? No. Oh, here's a ticket. I'm like, I've never been in the middle of EV games just crying my heart out knowing I got a ticket.
Honestly, I've been to so many concerts lately. I go to heaps of concerts, but like these Taylor Swift tickets were literally. Hold on, just turn my brightness up. Can I see me?
Yeah, that
doesn't make a difference. But I've been to so many concerts recently. Like I went to Christina Aguilera, I went to Paramore, I went to Pink, and I'm going to Olivia Rodrigo in October. But getting those Taylor Swift tickets was the most stressful thing. Like every other tickets I got were a piece of cake, but this one, like stress levels were absolutely through the roof. But I'm so glad that I got to go.
Yeah, it was full on. Well, I wanted to propose at Taylor Swift, so I really wanted the tickets.
I guessed it. I guess that's what you were going to do. I messaged you saying you should do it.
You did. No, you did guess it. I didn't tell you, but no, I knew I was going to propose at Taylor Swift. So.
And you did, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats, by the way.
It went viral.
Yeah, congrats, by the way, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, have we got video of that somewhere?
Yeah, it had like 6 million views on TikTok.
Got it? Oh. All right. Well, we'll stitch it at the end of this episode.
I'll send you Indy's TikTok, and you can because she shared it. It's had so
beautiful
many views.
It was so awesome. All the people around you guys were screaming when you sent me the video.
And I knew none of them. It was so good. Like,
it's a very special moment.
Yeah, they were so like they just because I wrote a note on my phone and it said like hey fellow Swiftie, can you help me? Can you please film me during Love Story? I'm going to propose to my girlfriend of 5 years. And I gave it to a chick behind me who she was taking her 2 daughters, and she was just like, oh my God, yes. And like and then Indy was next to me. She goes, oh my God, of course. And Indy looks up and goes, what? She goes, oh no, she just said she goes, quick, get, and then she was so cool. There was a complete stranger, and she goes, quick, get together. And Indy goes, what are you talking about? And I said, I just asked this lady to take a photo of us. So she like pretended to take a photo of my phone, so Indy didn't catch on. And then this lady managed to tell, I don't even know her name, I feel so bad, the whole back row, like the whole row in front of us. And so when I proposed, I had like 7 different camera angles, and people were just sending out like, people were like, turn your airdrop on. And like, it was so cool. And then people uploaded it to TikTok. It was great.
So sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
My God.
Yeah. So we had to do an interview for the Sydney Morning Herald. They contacted us the next day, the newspaper. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome. So good. It's wonderful.
It was pretty cool.
I feel like that's the only thing I can ever experience something like that isn't wrestling was when I was in a Kiss concert. Something very similar when I went. There was a couple that were getting that they got proposed at the thing, and everyone was just cheering up. And God, was that amazing?
Yeah.
But the fact that you had multiple angles, we didn't. I don't think Kiss fans are that nice to say, "Hey, drop this." I'm not pissing off Kiss fans. I'm just calling it like I see it. Like that is actually something amazing. I didn't even know this, Craven. This is
it was pretty cool. So,
I'm starting to come around now.
No, I kept it off my. I think I shared it once on my wrestling Instagram because I apart from a few photos of my son, and there's a couple of my fiance Indy, but I kind of keep my life a bit private because as much as I love wrestling fans, all that, some can get very, very, very attached. Very
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Or,
So,
or they can accidentally get hacked and then ask you to do something, then you get hacked, which
Yeah.
sadly has happened to one of at school. So yeah,
yeah. So you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not that I don't. So I kind of keep my personal life off my wrestling Instagram the most I can. So yeah. But yeah.
Because like it is hard to get those things. So talk me through that process of like because I was just laughing at my friends who were trying to get tickets, but like, is it that's for every? Is that it was ever this particular tour that happened, or is it always for Taylor that this?
No.
It was this particular tour. Like I went through everything. I had a friend who actually had to get the last set of tickets. She went in line, took the day off work. She went in line. I was trying to help her get tickets. Like the amount of time I spent in total about 40 hours in queue. Every single, like, all together in queue just for my mate to get me a ticket. And I remembered crying, like, not getting tickets. I'd be crying after every single one of them. One of them I came off a bit like a bitch because I didn't get tickets, and someone's like, oh, someone said something, I was like, don't fucking talk to me. I didn't get a ticket. But then my friend messaged me and I was like, he was like, oh, did you get a ticket? I'm like, no. He goes like, well, I've got one for you. I just remember the poor person at EB Games that had to walk over and be like, are you okay? Because I was on the ground crying, just celebrating that I have a ticket. I managed to get one. Going like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I got a ticket to Taylor Swift Eras. I'm going to Eras. Oh shit, I've got to plan this outfit now.
But hang on, what is it about this particular tour that has caused this commotion with the fans and the whole world? Because basically, I think I can't remember if it was Channel 7 or Channel 9 News here in Melbourne. Were covering everywhere for a good month. They were covering everywhere where she was.
That was 9 News.
Was 9 News? Yeah.
Yeah,
and I thought that's the most stupidest thing I ever said.
It's the most successful tour of all time. She's just topped the Beatles.
Yeah, and
really?
most tours as well. Most artists that go on tour, they'll usually just tour on like their one album and just perform like 4 or so of their old songs. But this one, it's Eras tour. It's literally all of her albums and their top hits from start to finish. Not just like when I went to the Reputation tour, which was their last one, she performed every single song of Reputation and just did about 4 or so of her old songs. But this one, it was like all of her greatest hits along with her newest album, Midnights, that was out the time before she did Torture Poets Department. So it was basically her journey from start to finish. Like one of the most successful tours ever. Like over a 3-hour show.
Yeah, and she's like so... This is going to make me sound like a real fan, but like this woman has been on a worldwide tour and in that time managed to write a double album in secret. You know what I mean? Like, how incredible is that? Artists usually take years off and go into hibernation to do that. So, yeah, she's pretty cool.
She's the queen. She's a billionaire. It's Taylor fucking Swift.
True.
Oh, man.
And you've got to look at, it's so many people who've grown up just listening to her, like getting to go through their different eras. Like everyone's got their favorite era, and when that era comes on, like you get different reactions from everyone because everyone's got that one era they connect to.
Yeah,
so much, and it's like for me, it's Enchanted. I've got Speak Now and Reputation. Like those two are my eras, but like. Everyone, I remember being with family because that's who my ticket was with, and like you've got a mom and her 2 daughters, and her 2 daughters were like marking out for like I believe it was Lover because that was their era. And like you've got like so many people. Also, you've got the friendship bracelets and everyone just coming along just to be friends with. Like, you don't know these people and you're getting friendship bracelets. They're, like, looking after you and stuff like that.
Like...
While you're getting to hear all your favourites.
The best way to describe it is, like, it's just
It's
a
true.
different experience. Like it's like there is not one. I've never heard of like one bit of hate at a Taylor Swift concert ever. Doesn't matter who you are. So like you can go up and like I was swapping friendship bracelets with everyone. Like at the Sydney show, even the cops were swapping friendship bracelets.
Are you serious? The cops?
Dude.
Even the
Yeah.
Wow.
It happened in Melbourne.
Yeah, so like there was not the cops are bad by any means, but like
no, but
so
yeah.
it was so different. Like you'd go up to someone and you could comment on their like outfits and seeing like how much effort they put in their outfit. Like Jordie looked really good. He went as 1989. When I saw his outfit, it was awesome. Like
Thanks. Yeah, you and Indy looked great, by the way, too.
yeah. Oh, thank you. So like I went as Red, Indy went as Reputation, and like it was like the days leading up to it too. Like we were in Sydney and just walking around and you meet other Taylor fans and like yeah, it was like you can't explain it. It was just awesome. I even got my Taylor Swift tattoo.
Wait, you got a Taylor Swift tattoo?
I did. Yous will recognize it. Daniel.
Wait, where? Where?
Hold on.
Oh my
Oh!
Let's have a look. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, 13's her lucky number.
god.
Yeah, it's the one that she drew on her hand. So yeah.
No, that's awesome, dude.
See, if that was me not having any knowledge of anything, I would have thought, oh, he's a big Taz fan, you know?
Oh, what? Because I had a glittery teal 13 on my thing.
No, I just said 13. I was like, okay, see, he likes Taz. I wouldn't have thought about the glittery thing.
Oh, by the way, my brand new wrestling gear, the blue and purple one, that's the Midnight's era.
Yeah, so my gear that I've got, the black one with the snakes on it, that's Reputation.
All right, it's happening. Midnight's era versus the Reputation era. Sparkles.
Yeah, we have to look that match up, Jordie. Before I hang my boots up, we have to.
But I no, hold on. Ben Craven, I hate to break it to you, but I'm gonna win.
Yeah, you can win. It's fine.
Maybe that's something we need to book. Maybe we can book this at Alpha, Eleaine. You know, the three of you going against each other.
That'd be good.
I've got to represent Speak Now because
I was gonna say, what's your era? Speak Now.
Yeah, Speak Now because like I represented the song Enchanted because everyone that knows me and my partner, Lockie, he's actually dedicated Enchanted to me, so it's like his song to me. And when that came on, it was instead of FaceTiming like I was meant to, I spent the entire first note, bawled into tears. The family I'm with and everyone around me is like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, I love this song so much, and now I hear it, I can't not and cry. I cry every time I hear it now.
When it was the Speak Now to when she came out in her big dress and was singing Enchanted, I was crying with so much happiness. And then when she got the guitar and did the I said, "Remember this moment," like long live.
Now it's just Enchanted. I'm so sad because I wish there was more Speak Now songs.
Yeah, I wanted her to sing.
At least we got two of them.
And Mine.
We got two of them at least, not just one. Yeah. When she shortened the other eras. I love the song.
She sang more folklore. She sang like 7 songs of folklore. Yeah, but I kind of wish she did a bit more songs on the Speak Now one, but you gotta remember, she's got so many lyrics to remember in a 3-hour plus concert.
Well, she can always do the Steven Tyler and have a monitor there so she just read them off it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true
that. The fact that we didn't get Better Than Revenge makes me that should have been in the.
That's a good song. That's a good song.
What song?
Better than Revenge.
Yeah.
Go sit in the corner and think about what you did.
For a real life job, I actually do childcare. When we're not allowed to do naughty corners, but if the boss isn't in and a child's naughty, I just say to them, "Now go sit in the corner and think about what you did." And I use her lyrics so much. Even if my kids fall over and hurt themselves, I'll just say, "Stand up, shake it off, you're okay." Or
of course you do.
Or if one kid's having a tantrum, just, "You need to calm down."
I did that. That was the one thing I made sure I did at when I was in Perth for Southern Territory. I managed to get that over, and I was like, I'm done. My career's done. And the promoter looks at me. He goes like, "Did you go to Eros?" I'm like, "Yes." Do you want to see my album on my phone?
Oh my god, who was this? I need to know who this was.
It was me versus Harley Hyde, and she was like being moody or and stuff, and we got this moody chant over, and she's like losing her stuff, and I'm like, boo, you need to calm down. And at least 10 people in the crowd popped and started just pop their heads off because they were like, we know what that is.
Yeah.
I think at least 2 people started singing the song.
I don't know about you guys, but during the 1989 era, I don't know about you guys, but by the time she sang Shake It Off and the song was over, I had a massive stitch.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I was dancing my ass off. Like, yeah, I had a massive stitch, but literally, even with all of her songs, I didn't give a shit what others around me thought. All I was focused on was just having the time of my life.
Good, man.
Because you never know when she'll tour again. Because she hasn't toured in 4 years.
It's gonna be a long time.
Hey, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. I was just at a show in Gold Coast. I wasn't I don't know, I wasn't booked because I was not going to be there. I just happened to like be in Queensland, and there was a Venom show, so I went to the show just to say hi to everyone. And I was like, I'll just say hi and leave. And I had my Taylor Swift shirt on, and then like the promoter Cobra was like, "Oh, can you do this one spot for me?" And I was like, "Okay." So I did the whole spot in like a Taylor Swift shirt. And then fans messaging me and being like, "Craven, you doing that?" And like in an Aerosil shirt is everything. I was like, "That's pretty cool."
That's awesome.
Wow.
I love it.
I'm really, I can't believe I'm fucking saying this. I'm actually starting to turn. I'm thinking maybe I should check.
Yay! Team Swiftie.
Because this is so positive that I actually really want to be a part of this movement.
I'm not surprised at all.
Well, you and me have talked off camera, and you know what kind of stuff I like. So you know,
Yeah.
and we haven't been offbeat of anything yet, especially when it comes to. As I don't think I told. Oh, no, I think I have told you this. Darby Allin the movie, because it's not called The Fucking Crow. I'm just gonna look at the camera right here and right now.
Oh my god, don't.
That new poster of the Crow.
We're not.
It's not.
I will get angry.
Crow. It's called Darby Allin the movie. Get it fucking right. It is not The Crow. Oh,
I'm going into it on August 22nd with an open mind, okay?
Why? No, don't do that.
An open mind.
Oh.
So I don't know. It's gonna be. Yeah. That's different episode. I'll come back on I'll come back on after it, and we'll discuss that. That's a full episode.
I think that's gonna be because me and the rest of the boys. Oh my god! I nearly call him by his alternate name, and he will fucking kill me if I do it. We got Danger Pete Morgan, obviously the Overlord Manos, and the NAF will definitely want to be a part of it because all 4 of us are massive Crow fans. I know that is one of my all-time favorite films and top 3.
Man, if you want to get them, I don't know how many you can get on, but then you've got like Jesse Daniels over in Gold Coast as well. He's a massive Crow fan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
all right. Hang on. Sorry. I know this is a Taylor Swift episode, but you know it's always we got good ideas going on here. You round up a couple of people that are Crow fans. We will reconvene and then we'll have a Crow off. I think.
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll have to. So yeah.
And for those who are wondering, one of the main reasons why I love that film because obviously it has my name in it. So. Yeah, and I'm not even joking on that one. That's 100% shoot. That's one of the main reasons why it's in my top 3 movies because it has the Crow name in it. Now I want to ask all 3 of you. We'll start with Jordie on this one. What is your favorite Taylor song, and why is it your favorite?
I'd say my favorite Taylor song is Shake It Off. And I think the main reason is just because, if shit goes on in my life, where if it's I've had a bad day at work or a friend is getting under my skin. Well, I've got lots of friends, but we've always got that one friend that can be a bit negative and stuff. Or if I haven't had a good sleep and I wake up in the morning and don't want to go to work, Shake It Off. It's just like, the lyrics just like saying, the hair's gonna hey, 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 baby, I'm just gonna shake it off. And it's just like, you just go shake it off and just get on with things. Same as like, if I go through something and it's in the past, it's just like, you're here now, shake it off, put it behind you. Like, that song gets me through a lot.
I remember that song for three reasons. One, I was at a wedding and I saw my two friends who were probably, one was 13, the other one was in her 20s, and they were just enjoying it, dancing together, and it was just such a sweet moment. The other one would be, oh god, I can't believe I'm going to be mentioning this on camera. The Big Show. If you guys remember the guy that's actually, his name was Taylor Swift, and he was trying to be, doing all those stupid puns in his acceptance speech. And what do you call it? And there was also the last one, which is this viral video of Deadpool and Spider-Man dancing at a county fair to that song. And it was quite possibly one of the most funniest and best choreographed cosplay things I've ever seen.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And
I'll have to send you guys that.
I'm going to add something in. I know about you guys, but there hasn't been a wedding that I've gone to where the wedding band doesn't play Shake It Off.
Yeah.
Or Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
No, last wedding I went to, we didn't have Shake It Off, but we had Wildest Dreams.
Say you remember me standing
in a nice dress,
staring at
the sunset,
joining Craven,
red lips
and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams.
Hey, this isn't one of its cool idol, Jordie. We'll have that eventually.
If you come to BCW, I do sing a bit of Christina Aguilera.
I've still got to see you again, because I haven't seen you at BCW in about a year now, I think. And every time I keep saying I'm going to come, I don't come. So I do apologize. That's my fault. Craven, your favorite song?
Well, people obviously, when they ask me that, they expect me to say Love Story because I got engaged to it. As much as I love that song, it's not my favorite. My favorite Taylor Swift song is Fearless. Just reminds me of like when I was younger in high school and stuff. However, speaking of high school, at the moment, my favorite song at the moment on every playlist that I have, whether I'm at home, like in the car, at the gym, is So High School from the Torture Police Department. It's like
nice.
I can't not listen to that song like every day. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm just I'm
Surely you have a favorite song.
Huh?
Surely you have a favorite song.
Me?
First one that comes to your head, or one you know well.
I don't know why this comes into my head all the time, but it's not like it's my favorite song, but it does play in my head at least once a day, and I don't know why. Bad Blood.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I've got no fucking clue why. It's
1989 Stan Confet.
Yeah, because baby, now we got bad blood. Oh.
No, but someone will say something to me randomly, and it just pops in my head every day, and I can't explain why it's that one song. It's always. I don't even think it's a great song or anything, but just it's always in there.
It is a great song.
It is a great song.
We haven't turned me officially yet to a Swiftie yet. Okay, so
I've literally just started a program in Queensland at Pro Wrestling League with Zach Reynolds, and we had like a 3-year-long feud, and then long story short, storyline, Chris Dink does this tag team therapy and he put us together, and now we're working as a tag team, and our tag team name is Bad Blood because we've been feuding for so long. And it's so good. Even our logo is our names over bullet holes with band-aids on them because it says band-aids don't fix bullet holes. It's so good.
Yeah. Nah, I saw that on your Instagram how you add like a rock version of the song, and I'm just like, yeah, he's still got the Swift. He's still a Swiftie.
I had to, yeah, because I'm full gothic when I go out now, but like I had to have that in there, so it was pretty cool.
Nah, that song's awesome. It's like funny
And the
enough,
music video.
yeah,
is iconic.
And the video is good.
Yeah, last year, one of my best friends, like we're not friends anymore because he wasn't kind to me. I basically said, look, mate, you're a bad friend. I don't want to be with you anymore. Like, it's confidential. But then he messaged me saying, no, give me another chance. And I just said, nope. And then I sent him a link of the song because, baby, now he got bad blood.
Oh, that's cold.
Like, yeah, in other words, I basically just went, fuck off.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, when the song starts off, it's like, did you? Dun, 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 I was thinking you could be trusted. And yeah, I stuck it to him good with that song.
Eleaine, I know you said Enchanted has a lot of places. Is there another song that's in that same thing, or even
Honestly, I think this is probably one of the. It's hard to go between these two songs because I listen to this so much. Like the two songs. It's Dress from Reputation, and I Know Places from 1989.
Great song.
Nice.
I think me and a friend, we were both talking, and we were like, how good is it now that we can listen to like I Know Places in Wonderland and don't have to associate with that other person who used to do Taylor's music.
Scooter Braun.
Like the guy that used to do Taylor's music.
Scooter Braun. Yeah.
I don't even choose to say the name.
Yeah, we don't speak about him. He's literally Voldemort.
And when we heard 1989, like when the album came out, I told everyone at work, don't bug me. 2:00 comes around, I'm listening to Taylor.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that's probably another reason why they didn't keep me. Is because of all the stuff I was doing when Taylor Swift would be like, oh no, so much they actually had they would have Taylor situations because of me. Like they're like,
cool.
Don't bother, it's a Taylor situation right now. Taylor's got a new album. She's buying tickets.
So it was the whole Eras tour though was probably the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
Oh yeah, me too. 100%, hands down.
Like literally.
I can't wait. I still say it's probably the happiest day of my life.
I went to Sydney night one though, and we missed Sabrina Carpenter because of a lightning storm. So we had to, but then she came out. Yeah, she did White Horse.
It was amazing.
I got an embarrassing story to tell you. I had no.
All right, go for it.
When we were walking there, when I was walking there with my friends, some other people, I'll never forget how embarrassed I was. I had no idea who Sabrina Carpenter was. So as we were walking to the MCG, my friend said, You know, oh wait, that's my real name. Jordie. My real name's
Don't worry, Jordie. I bleeped it out.
Okay. Well, yeah, I said my real name. Let me try the remix. Rewind. They said, Jordie, Sabrina Carpenter is the supporting act. You've heard of her, yeah, of a Sabrina Carpenter. And I said to them, no, but I know a Celine Dion.
They are so wildly different. Literally, you couldn't get further away from the scale.
Oh, I was so embarrassed. I didn't know who Sabrina Carpenter was, so I just said, no, but I know a Celine Dion.
Wow.
And they said thank you, Grandma. Did they say that afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh, my friends just laughed.
But no,
they just all laughed their heads off.
I'm gonna be flat honest. I didn't know who she was until that song of hers went viral on TikTok and Instagram. Was that one that's like "It's me, motherfucker" or something? Is that too right?
That sounds more like a Beyonce song.
Yeah.
No, Beyonce is that country song.
No, she has more like she always changes the lyrics at the end of Nonsense.
Yeah, she's got a different outro every time.
Oh,
No, fair. I never got a remix of any of the songs. I was at the last night. They never of her just doing once the 2 songs and never doing a remix. The next night, as I'm moving boxes into the house, I see, oh, I'm doing this now. Me, what the fuck? You couldn't do this last night. I mean, yeah, I get the announcement about tortured poet departments, but I don't get remixes.
Well, see, there's also like, for you that's Daniel that's not a Swiftie, there's so much like, think of it like lore in a video game behind Taylor. Like she announces shit with like calculated dates and like you have to like work stuff out, and right now we're waiting for her to announce like Reputation. But like, yeah,
it's August 20th.
Do you think she'll release her version of the debut album? Do you think she'll do Taylor's version on her debut?
She will, but she'll do Reputation first. I thought she was going to do it today because Kanye's releasing an album. Because there's a feud between her and Kanye because Kanye got on stage with her like 20 fucking years ago. It wasn't 20 years ago, but like it was.
It's almost 20 years. It feels like it.
Yeah.
Like
I'm convinced August 20th because it's one of the last dates in London. London is so.
But she has to qualify. But it's also she has to get it out so she can qualify to. She has to qualify for album sales to win a Grammy because Reputation was like critically. Reputation was like so underrated. It didn't win any awards. Like it was put down as one of her worst albums, and it was probably one of her best albums. But
I'm so convinced that Reputation is August 20th. She ends the tour with saying, "Hey, here's the debut version of my album," and then we're getting the Lost Long out. Then we're getting Karma, which is the long lost album.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and then because when she re-releases it, then obviously it can be eligible for a Grammy again because it should have won a Grammy in the first place. But yeah,
best album, best song,
literally all of it.
Yeah,
but because the whole album's pretty much about, well, not the whole album, but a big part of it's about her and Kanye's feud, and like, I don't know why it was so underrated because it's one of her best albums.
Oh God, I feel like I'm going to be streaming something straight after this. I really do. I'm starting to feel dirty but good at the same time because I'm enjoying these experiences that you guys are having. I need to ask this very important question: who paid for the early access for the Taylor Swift Eras Tour thing on Disney Plus?
On Disney Plus,
Eleaine, yep.
Oh, Disney Plus.
I went and saw it at the movies.
Yeah, me too. I saw it at the movies too.
Yeah, I went and saw it at the movies, and then I'm not gonna lie. I just texted one of my mates that's really good with computers, and I was like, "Oh, get me this on USB," and he did. So like, I just plugged it into my AirPods, and it's literally it lives on repeat in my house. Like, before I had Disney Plus because it came out before Disney Plus, before like the Taylor's version one came out, and I just used to play it all the time. And now
was that even legal for him to download it that way? Was that legal?
Yes.
We're not talking about the legalities of it, Jordie.
No.
Hey, it was allegedly.
No, if it makes you feel any better, I know how to hotwire a car. and the key to that is, I know I can illegally hotwire a car. My inspiration was Megan Fox on Transformers.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I saw it and was like, fuck, that's hot. And this is a true story. I did a show at MXW, and my friend was driving an old car, and he dropped his car keys down a drain pipe and was like, fuck, how are we going to get home? We're 5 hours away. And I said, do you have pliers? I'll hotwire the car. He's like, bullshit. And I said, I'll show you. I clipped the 2 wires, stripped it off, touched them together, and the car went vroom and started. And he said, Jesus, who taught you that? And I said, Megan Fox on Transformers.
Man, we are so wildly different. What Megan Fox taught me was like you can float and levitate and become half a demon, but then you have to like ruin your best friend in Jennifer's body. So we are so
that's what I learned.
Wildly different.
Megan Fox was one of my first celebrity crushes. Actually, Nicki Minaj was my first celebrity crush, and then it was Megan Fox.
Nikki's so
welcome
equal,
to the
though.
portion where we're confessing all our sins of the past on what of us call I am Father Daniel Paul Crow.
Wait, Daniel, Paul Crow, you do not have enough time for my sins. Like, you do not have, there is not enough servers in YouTube for me to start to promote them. Okay?
I've done enough shit in my life that I'm pretty sure there's a Christian college in South Australia that call me like Satan's child.
Oh God. But oh my God. This is definitely one of the most wildest episodes of What of a School, that's for sure. Let's get back on topic before we get off the rails again. Hang on, I just got to say one thing though. Megan Fox taught me one thing, right? Continuality in the movies do not count because clearly she was wearing pants, and then all the next scene she was wearing a short skirt. TMNT, out of the shadows, everybody. Yeah. Now, we almost to an hour, but I do want to talk about your experiences at the actual tour itself. Obviously, Craven, you got engaged there. What was your full experience there?
Okay,
so
I'll give it really quick. I really wanted to go to the tour, but obviously I was very, very nervous about proposing to Indy. So up until I was always going to propose during Love Story, but all I remember for the first 33 minutes of the concert until Love Story came on, I was just super nervous, like to the point where like I had tight jeans on, so I had to smuggle the ring essentially in my like waistband so Indy wouldn't see it.
Yeah,
and then I had to like just like manipulate because she had no idea. After that though, there was so much relief. It was honestly one of the best nights. Not just because I got engaged. It was just so cool. Like I couldn't have like asked for a better night for the people around us to like be super involved. And then our surprise song, which like Jordie's when he got a song he wanted, the surprise song for my night was How You Get the Girl, which was like super wicked because I just proposed to like my girlfriend. So it was just so cool. Like I couldn't have, experience-wise, I don't think I'll ever top it. Even I'll probably come close when I go back to see Motionless in White because I'm a massive Motionless in White fan, as you all probably know. But I don't think I'll ever top it. It was just surreal. Like it was actually surreal.
Jordie, I'll leave you for last because I know you got a lot to say about it because you've been sending me videos all day. Eleaine, what was your experience like?
I call it one of the best nights of my life, even knowing there's probably a few nights I gotta put up there. But I remembered, like, I took the day off work to go. I was like, leading up to it, doing my makeup, getting into the dress. Even my own dog stopped. And I kid you not, my dog would look at me all day, just a smiley little face. And, like, Mum's wearing, like, looking at me like I'm like probably one of the, like, wow, Mum looks really pretty. Like a child looking at their mum getting dressed up and stuff. But, like, I remembered walking in, making friends with people I've never met, and then running into people I know because I had so many people I knew that day, like, on the ground, in the stands. So we were messaging each other. I ran up to one friend who I hadn't seen in, like, years. So I ran up to her and gave her a hug, and she's dressed up as Midnight. I'm doing Enchanted. I just was like, this is the best night of my life. Like, worth going, worth the tears, this long way in queue. Like, I had red, which I was genuinely shocked of getting because I was like, oh, wow, I've got red. This is how much better can I get? And then I got You're on Your Own, Kid. And I was just like, why am I getting the songs I wanted? But then I'm also like, why is Red not on the soundtrack, list? Because that should be on it. But I was like, I can't complain. I'm at Eras. And by the end of it, I was like, I think I remember going home saying, I think I've just had a religious experience. And that's now my church.
I'm just gonna point out one thing I forgot to mention before. I just confirmed something for Lockie that you would say that going to the Eras tour was the best day of your life. So instead of you getting engaged to him, that's what should be the most important part of your life.
It's second. Thank you, honey, for going me in for that one.
I got your back, Lockie. Don't worry. Jordie.
The amount of Taylor Swift songs that are in our wedding playlist now is like mainly all added by me. Like there's at least 6 Taylor Swift songs in that playlist.
Oh my god. You know, we were originally meant to have Lockie on here just to give his 2 cents, but I'm guessing he's in the other room or he's somewhere else tonight, isn't he? Is he there?
I think he's in the lounge room because I'm upstairs and he's hanging out with Craven.
Okay, but so do you want to quickly go get him? But no, we'll hear the last pardon me, the last story because someone got very very emotional and sent me a video that I laughed at. Jordie Sparks, what happened?
Like I said, it's just I'm a diehard Swiftie. Like I've loved her from the beginning, and I've been to every single concert of hers. And I just think when like someone who you really love and their music that like relates to like what you go through in life, that gets you through like the ups and downs in life, is just what made me emotional when I looked at her playlist. And I think it's also just, you know, when I was there and the concert was starting, just the atmosphere and all that was going on, it's just, you just forget about what's going on in the real world and just forget about everything. And when you're just in the moment, you just have the best time of your life and just don't care what others think. And I just think, you know, because me and my friend were so close, it was just absolutely insane. And yeah, just getting to hear like some of her greatest hits that I've never got to hear live before at some of her concerts just brought tears to my eyes. And yeah, it's just when you really love someone, like especially someone like Taylor Swift, like me, you just get so happy and so excited that you just can't fight your happy tears back.
Was it because the video you sent me this morning, was that the countdown that you're saying that you
as soon as the countdown started, people came with the parachutes and it's going like, it's been a long time coming, and it's doing like, and it's saying like all the eras going like, it's fearless, and they said speak now. But I think what really got me the most was when it said, my name is Taylor and I was born in 1989, because that's my favorite era and what costume I wore. And then as soon as like the parachutes were all covering up like that, you hear me in the video screaming, oh my god, they're bringing her out. And then as soon as they lifted up, everyone just screamed their absolute heads off. And yeah, as soon as she was seeing like Miss America and the Heartbreak Prince for like a quick 10 seconds. And then her very first full song she sang was Cruel Summer, which is my favorite song off the Lover album. Like she had a great song order with everything. Like it was just, And truth be told, I wrestled in Japan this year, and I'm very grateful for the experience that I got, but the Eras tour was better. Seriously, I have to say it because it's just, because, you know, like it's the most popular tour going on at the moment, and yeah, it's just
going to be the most popular tour of all time for a long time.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard for anyone to beat it.
Just like I said, it's sorry, I'm in my zone because we talk about Taylor Swift. I can talk about it for hours.
Same.
You see why I wanted all of us to be here, because out of the people that I met who are Swifties and people who I tried to get onto the show, you were the three I wanted the most, because I know Craven, besides being the punchline in all my jokes this past year, right? I don't know how many times I've messaged you over the year. Of like, really, Taylor Swift again? Seriously? Like a hardcore photo that you put up, and it's a Taylor Swift that
and you know what? Song. That brings them all back, and it's not even a marketing ploy. You know, like it's not. It's just, you know. But like seriously though, like just think about it. apart from Taylor being like really cool and that, her tour has already grossed over 1.5 billion US.
Mm.
And
Like,
that's
that
never
is
been done before. Like, no
ridiculous.
tourist done that.
Like ridiculous. She makes like I know money doesn't matter, but she makes $23 million per show. Do you know how much that is per minute on a 3-minute show? That is ridiculous. Like every night, that's what she makes. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna like the fact that if she responds to this episode in some way, some form, I can't wait to see
die.
the group chat of all three are going.
Yeah.
Hey, not only that, and if we hopefully do the triple threat of the Speak Now era versus the Midnights era and the Reputation era, she watches which era wins.
I did
All right.
special nails for that too.
It's on.
That'll be a good match.
I
But, nah,
seriously
it's
It's
think
not
we
even
need
about that.
to
Like
get that done.
you've probably seen it like how it started, how it's going, and it's got like Taylor's one of her first performances, and there's like 7 people watching her, and then it's got
and
like,
she's on like that little float on
that
the
little
river.
stage, and then all those years ago, and now she's like, you can't even count the amount of people that come to see her. You know,
What happens when you're a hard worker?
crazy, hey.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show, and enable those notifications to stay up to date. And I know I just fucked up the outro again, just like I did on the Eleaine episode. Let's try that again.
And you just fucked up my name once again. Well done, buddy.
Yeah, no. It was a massive callback, you know.
Oh no, I love it. I feel like that's how we got to do every episode together. Fuck up my name and
so how it's always going to be is because it happened on the live episode too, where I fucked up something. When it came to your name, I'll either fuck up your name, I'll fuck up the outro, which I did on that episode as well, or I'll say something and then no one will totally understand except what I'm trying to say, except for myself. You know. Let's try that again. With that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. Want more from What If It's Cool? Make sure to check out the YouTube channel where you can find the latest episodes of Mukbang Around, Reaction, and of course the podcast. And don't forget to follow What If It's Cool on all socials. It can be found at What If It's Cool. Keep that support coming. And from all of us here on What If It's Cool, and I'm going to be fair and honest, I think I'm becoming a Swiftie. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
See ya.
see ya.
Yay!
I hate myself.
We did it.
We did it!
All right. Sorry for the people who are listening and not watching, but if you do want to watch this, you can watch it on Spotify and on the YouTube channel. But I'm going to react to the video that Craven was talking about, where he was proposing to his lovely fiancée, Indy. Let's give it a go. Not gonna lie, I actually do like this song. I just can't believe I called it Romeo and Juliet. I'm such an idiot. Oh, that's so sweet. God damn it, Craven, you made me tear up, you bastard. Oh. Oh, that's so beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did. But fuck you, Craven. You made me cry, you bastard. But yeah, thank you for enjoying this episode of What Is Cool. Peace. Oh, and Taylor Swift, if you are seeing this or listening to this, please be a part of What Is Cool. Please. All right, cool. Later, guys.